Hey, it's Ghost with Combat Sports Supply. Today we're going to be going over the Arcturus Sport MK2 SE. The Arcturus Mark series of guns is a very great entry-level, well-built, high-performance gun. If you've seen our previous video, we did a video on the Sport MK1. This is the direct upgrade and successor to it. They have done a lot to make this a better version of that entry-level gun. You may have noticed there's a lot in this box. It does come with a secondary spring if you need to adjust the FPS for your local field. Your magazine, it is a high cap mag. These surprisingly come with a battery and charger setup with instructions. Please read them, it's kind of important. A foregrip, your usual bag of Arcturus swag with your battery adapter if you need it. Your sight blocks. Your AR wrench in case you need to swap the spring out, your factory spec sheet, programming card for the new trigger system. Just for clarification, this is the starter pack version of this kit. There is a regular version that won't have the battery charger and a couple of other things. Otherwise, the guns will be identical. Mostly nylon reinforced polymer. We'll start back here and work our way forward. We have Arcturus's really nice, easy open, easy access stock with plenty of battery room in it. It's very, very nice to use. And it is on a metal buffer tube, a steel castle nut, which is what holds it all together, a steel sling point assembly, which is very nice, but it also has, if you're inclined, a QD mount here for a sling, and one on either side of the front of the handguard. A very nice textured grip. It's very easy to keep your hand on this without having it slide around. A blade style trigger, which is actually super comfortable. Going up from there, we have our sights, which are left-right adjustable on the rear via this wheel. And then the front, which is up-down adjustable, so you can tune it into however your airsoft gun is shooting. As far as adjusting your hop-up goes, like most of the Arcturus guns, they were really nice and made it so that it locks open for you, so you don't have to fight it to get in there and adjust your hop-up. Moving forward, we have our front quad rail, which is pretty rare anymore for them to come with an actual quad rail on it, and a vertical grip that it'll come with out of the box. Moving to the very front here, we have your metal ladder barrel, mock suppressor, but this one's fancy in so much as there is a tracer unit that is designed to fit inside of it. As far as the airsoft features of this, I mentioned earlier the battery compartment, which is super easy to get into. You turn that 90 degrees and the whole back just hinges open. Saves you a lot of time and effort. Moving forward from there, we have the quick change spring system, which is Arcturus' standard. You remove the buffer tube and the spring can be swapped out. The motor is a 26K standard type motor, but it is high torque, so it's a very good motor to have in here. Now we have the Rotary Hop, and unfortunately this does have a standard barrel unlike the higher end Arcturus guns. According to the manufacturer specs, it should be between 350 and 400 FPS out of the box. Ours was shooting 385. As for what sets this apart from other entry-level guns on the market is the fact that it does have a programmable Mosfet in it. This card includes your instructions and how to go through all the settings on this. It's double-sided. Super handy to have, don't lose it. So this is a fairly simplified Mosfet, but it has pre-cocking, low battery warning, active braking, and selector modes, which include safe, semi, auto, binary, burst fire, pretty much anything you could want. Now for those people that haven't used any of these features before, the burst fire is when you pull the trigger, it will fire 2 to 3 rounds depending on the setting you have it on. And binary would be when you pull the trigger it will fire, and when you release the trigger it will fire again. This is a LiPo ready gun. You can run an 11.1 or a 7.4 on it, and according to the manufacturer specs, it shoots about 20 rounds per second. It does come with a 350 round high cap magazine, which does have a functional window in it, so you can see how many BBs are left. So as far as getting into airsoft goes, this is a great place to start. It has a lot of the stuff the higher end guns will have on it. There may not be as many options on it, but it's still there. And Arcturus has a track record of solid guns at this point. I think this would be a wonderful place to start, and it's not going to completely break the bank. Don't be a fool! Oh, hang on.